going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Makes the grab. It's Booker. At the 35, he's loose. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Just tried to ease it out there and it falls incomplete. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's caught. It's Francis. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Bringing the heat.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep points.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Give to the running back. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, that's not what you wanted to have happen offensively, right? 2nd and inches, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You go past, you get sacked. Now you got to come up with a big catch and throw to just stay on the field.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play. The football back. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that hurts because second down, you've got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire.
Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Mississippi State right back to the line. Corner's going to give them room. Grabbed behind the line. It's Everett. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's
got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Lining up to add another.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point. Just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johns. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Works the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground, fighting off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown tie! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Everett. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Tight end getting vertical. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for space. It's Shabera. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He lets it fly. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know what was coming to him.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. He's going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Gets it past the marker. On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running the red zone, it's Booker. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. Inside. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Made a defender miss. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few short chain links to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so they'll make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic. Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air on fourth down. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. High the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finds a seam. The tag. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. Touchdown time. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete on the right side. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the return. The solid return there off resets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just plowing ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody.